Hey, good afternoon, Manchester, New Hampshire, and all the surrounding areas. We have a shy, hot-looking lady here on the show with us. You know, she's blushing all over it. And good afternoon, Lori.
Good afternoon, Norm.
Good. How was your week?
My week was actually spectacular.
Awesome to hear. Awesome. Mine was too.
I spent time with Kimberly. We went to the Salt Caves and we went out to lunch, and she gifted me with this beautiful pendant she brought from Mexico.
Oh.
It's been a very
Kimberly Barrett?
Yeah.
Oh, the one that has a great... That woman, have you ever met her?
I have.
Oh, she is such an incredible woman. She really is.
Sweetheart.
I listened to her testimony here, and we got it on now. We just downloaded it, and you can go to Norm Moody, on Google and Norm Moody, you go to YouTube, you can download the shows and all that stuff. And she is such an inspiration.
She is. She's
I wouldn't
amazing.
want to make her mad, though.
I told you, I only have friends of the highest caliber. I'm
I think I'd run
she's
in behind if she got
spectacular.
upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
But she really is, for what she has been talking about and how her life has become full of spirituality. Hi, Kim, if you're watching. And I love doing her events.
Yeah.
You know,
She's pretty awesome.
Well, you know.
She's doing one in Rochester this weekend for the VFW auxiliary out there.
Oh, she's putting one on there too?
Yeah, she went out to help them out.
Actually, she's more of an event doer. I mean, put her on her than a doer.
No, well,
You know what I
no.
mean,
This is
yeah.
only her
But she
third
enjoys
one,
what
but-
she's doing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's what keeps her thriving, you know. And we have a lady, what's her name?
Tammy.
Tammy, okay.
That'll happen a lot.
Thanks.
Okay. Tammy, would you introduce yourself and your background and how many rivers you've had to swim to be where you were at?
I can absolutely do that. I'm Tammy Hawkes, and I'm a polarity therapist, Reiki master. I am certified in IET and Magnified Healing. I also am a professional meditation instructor. I am the owner of Healing Spirits Integrated Wellness Center in Plastow, New Hampshire.
That's the principal in the class, though. And if they want, do you have a website?
We do. The website is www.healingspiritswellness.com.
And the phone number?
It's 603-382-1133.
Okay. And how long have you been there?
We've been there. November 8th would make it 2 years.
All right.
Yeah.
You enjoy working with people, don't you?
I love people.
I think that I'm looking at you, and correct me if I'm wrong. Well, I'm never wrong. I'm always right, you know. But
Remember what he says, people. Someone says they're always right. Run, run, run.
as her website, she go to. No, if I was always right, I'd be God, right? But
Right,
anyway, one of the things I will tell you, you enjoy working with people.
I do love working with
And
people.
I'm sensing the hardest client you have and the ones you find the most challenging and the most that you really want to prove to them that the spirit does work.
I love all people. I don't know, the ones that are more challenged, I don't know, I want to help heal them. I want to
that's
make
what
them
I'm saying,
connect to spirit, to make the, not prove to them, but give them hope, give them a second chance. So
And by the way, folks, she's single.
thank you, Norman.
Well, not anymore. You took her off the market 10 minutes ago.
Oh, that's right, too.
Good grief.
Well, it's up my cameraman.
Make up my mind. Jeez, I can't keep this roller coaster straight.
I know. Me
Well, it's the
neither.
holiday season.
Oh, so giving.
Tis the
free
season.
gifts?
Yeah.
I just bleeped that announcement out, by the way.
Thank you. Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
told you this is going to be a fun show. Okay. One of the things that I like, that's what I like about our show. We have a lot of spiritual readers come in, and that's great. And they're really, to me, they're really, you got to get them to unwind or just, life isn't serious at times.
Right.
The only time I take my reading seriously or when I'm doing mediumship work, then I take it very seriously. If a spirit has a sense of humor, then I have a sense of humor with it. You know, if a spirit has a foul mouth, I always ask my clients that I do a reading with if their loved one had a foul mouth.
Yeah,
and
because
stuff
they
like
usually
that.
speak the same way when they're talking
Yeah,
through.
because that's how
Right.
you
Yeah.
recognize who they
It
are.
is,
Right.
absolutely. They
Right.
still talk the same way
If
on
you
the other
don't-
side.
Yeah.
If you don't deliver the message the way they give it to you, then you could be talking to anybody.
No.
They don't know that.
Absolutely.
You have to deliver it the way the spirit gives it to you.
Exactly, and that's how the people recognize.
That's how they
that this
recognize.
That's right.
That's how they
You
confirm.
like doing medium readings?
Do I So, being the polarity therapist, so that I do have other gifts, which are mediumship, psychic ability. Spirit works closely with me, but it's
You want to explain that? What's
Polarity.
Polarity.
Oh.
Polarity therapy. I went to an accredited school in Ipswich, Mass. in 1997 and incorporates shiatsu, acupressure, cranial sacral therapy, foot reflexology, lymphatic drainage, brachial plexus work. So it's a lot of the Eastern healing techniques. But I also, I can read energy. I can see what's blocked on people, their chakra, their energy, your 100% energy. Everything is made of energy. Emotional stress and trauma will block your energy from flowing properly through your body. Each chakra is associated with an emotional value, and it depends on what's going on with you, what will block. And if it blocks, it will manifest and create into disease, even cancer.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be stagnant. You won't be able to move forward in life. Right. Anxiety, depression. So what I'm able to do is go in and read the energy and help clear the emotional trauma or stress that's blocking the area, and then so you can move forward with more peace. I've seen nothing less than miracles. I've seen people that were going to die not die. I have seen people with PTSD that have had been going to traditional therapists for 37 years. I have several testimonials saying that they no longer have the fear or the anxiety, because I do inner child recovery, kind of working with the parasympathetic opposed to the sympathetic, so releasing the fight or flight state and coming back into the relaxation state, almost that hypnotic state where that healing can occur.
Do you do it, the spirit allow you to work, or do you allow this? Are you a tool in the spirit?
I am a tool of the spirit. Okay. When I step in that room, I clear myself completely, and I ask. Jesus works with me closely.
Who?
Jesus, the energy of Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that energy, that highest, that highest light. Okay. But black, I have spirit guides that work with me. Saint Francis, who I called Ben for years, but that energy works with me. So I do have beautiful energies that step through.
I liked what you just said, because number one, you're an instrument, right? You're a tool. Right, you're not the healer. You're the instrument.
That's right.
Am I correct? Okay.
That is absolutely correct.
We have had people come on that say they're the healer. Now, I'll argue with them on that too,
no.
Because that means if you if you say that you're a healer, that you open yourself up for one heck of a lawsuit if you walk into a place and say, "I'm going to heal you," like the border Christian healer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think you do tremendous work. I'm looking at your aura right now, and I see a lot of bona fide, beautiful colors around your aura.
Thank you.
Because you take what you do very seriously.
I do.
But you also have fun with it, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I love people, and I like to laugh, so.
Yeah. If you can't have fun with the work that you're doing, you should be, if you take it too soon. One of the most highest respected ladies that I have the highest respect for, is Elizabeth Foley. You know her, right?
Oh, yeah, I know Elizabeth.
She's been on my show a couple of times. But she's one of the ladies. She's been on my show a couple of times, actually. And I do have one of the highest regards for her. She has one of these, I like to call it the dry sense of humor. You never know if she's kidding around or not. But she is pretty well known.
Oh, yes.
She really is. Do you know her?
I don't.
I'm
not familiar.
Oh, world renowned. You ever get a chance to go to any of her lectures?
Or read any of her books.
Okay.
I mean, she's just an amazing lady.
Really? Okay.
The things she can teach, yeah.
When I first started on my show 17 years ago, she came on my show. She had this big angel. She was an angel wherever she goes. I had smoked a homemade cigarette like at 1 o'clock. My show was being done at 7, and all I could picture was a cigarette and this angel floating around. I go, uh-oh. And I tried not to laugh, but she and my son never met, but they got along fabulously well.
Oh, nice.
She has such a gift that's incredible. If I was going to be jealous of anybody in their spiritual gifts, honestly, it would be her. But I'm not jealous, because I talk to her once in a while on Facebook, and I get a lot of good energy from her.
Yeah.
And folks, you go to Facebook. I don't know. Yeah, we should promote other readers, right? It's our show.
Well, I know, but you don't want to give out their Facebook without their permission.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying she's
That's
on
what
Facebook.
You're here for.
Yeah. But she, I mean, just follow up on it, that's all.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Just
Absolutely. Thank you.
She does a lot.
Ramona Garcia, before she passed away, she was one of my very dear friends. Did you know Ramona?
Yep, I knew Ramona.
So you and I know a lot of them in common, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. What a small world. You know. So do you have any events coming up?
We do have several events coming up for the holidays. We have Olivia Ducasse, she's amazing. She's a medium, not like any other I've ever witnessed. She's coming in on the 19th of December doing a gallery. We thought it would be nice to connect people with their past loved ones for the holidays. We are also, and I can't remember the date right now, we are doing a once a month on a weekend day volunteering to bring the veterans in. We do free work on the veterans. We do, it's been amazing.
That is wonderful. Thank you for that.
So amazing. I've had like a colonel that's been, a man that was a colonel for 40 years, and he got off the table and he gave me this hug from his soul, and he was like, that has changed my life. What you just did changed my life. It's been so super rewarding.
And veterans can find that date on your website?
They can. And we have several practitioners that will come in. I do a lot of the foot reflexology with them and the cranial sacral therapy, but also the energy healing with them. And they're not used to that. They usually come in for like the acupressure. I do that as well. But by the end, they're feeling something completely different, and they're really responding to it. So
nice.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So you have quite a criteria.
Yeah, we do.
That is a big word.
You did.
That was awesome.
That was a big word.
Ah.
Lots of syllables in that one.
Should have a thing. But, okay, you have all these things that you do, right? Do you ever find yourself getting overwhelmed with all this?
Just, yes.
Un poquito.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your spirit is telling you, and your permission, your spirit is telling you to slow down and take one or two at a time and put the other on the shelf for a while, because you're going to end up burning yourself out.
Yes,
And,
exactly. I've heard the message loud and clear, and I am working on it.
When are you going to start doing it, Spirit?
I want to know it very soon, as soon as the holidays are over.
They all say that, though.
Yeah,
But you have to
say
do it when
that.
you're ready.
Yeah.
I had a very dear friend who didn't listen to me, and I don't want this to happen to you. This is
Yeah.
a warning sign. She had to go and have a pacemaker put in
Yeah,
because she didn't listen to what we have to say.
yeah.
It's hard for other readers to listen to what other readers have to say.
No, I listen. I definitely.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bummer.
Okay.
What
But you
happened?
can still, no
No
video
video
today.
today.
No.
What does that mean?
That means we're not going to get a history education today.
Yeah, the history of Manchester.
You can
Is.
still leave on time if you want. That's no problem.
not gonna play with
Because we
it,
can
yeah.
still find things to talk about.
Yeah, we
we'll
always
talk
do.
about you behind your back. See.
Oh, great.
And it'll go international and everything.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
awesome. Only good things then.
You know that you were always a reader from past life all the way through, right?
I do.
You also know that you were hung on the cross, right? In Plymouth Rock.
Oh, I know. Yes, I know I've been hung.
Thank you.
Yes, I do know that.
I always wish I could validate, when I tell people about their past lives, I always wish there was a way we could validate what we tell them. Yeah.
Well,
and
what
love
I
to
tell
be-
them, it is valid. If
Yeah.
they feel that it's right in their
Yeah.
gut, that's the validation
Yeah.
right there.
And I would challenge you to go to Plymouth Rock or the history of Plymouth Rock. And that's what I do a lot of times. I'll challenge you to go and see what looks familiar for them.
Yeah, interesting. Because I know I've been hung. I know I've done a past life reading. I already knew that, anyways.
Yeah.
I think I've pretty much experienced all of it. So,
Please tell me you're not one of these I know and I know and I know it all.
no.
Okay.
Well, you'll let me
Yeah,
know
that
by the
gets
end of the
very-
show.
Yeah.
Yes, he will. So now at your center, are there other practitioners that work with you? Is it just you, or?
No, there's several other practitioners. We have Jennifer, who's Reiki. We have an amazing massage therapist, Allison Flanagan. She does oncology massage as well.
Oh, nice.
We have a given tree there so that people that are going through cancer treatments and are having a hard time, people will donate some massage time for them. So we have that. She just
What
did
a
a
brilliant idea.
Yeah. It really is about the community. We do our best to try and do what we can to help people, bring people together. It's all about humanity and, that.
You know what we forgot was the October Halloween lady. Kids.
No, I didn't forget.
Oh, I did.
I was out on medical
Yeah, that's
leave,
right.
though, so.
So I'm at fault. No.
It's your
I don't
fault.
even know if they did it this year, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
I didn't
And
see
then
anything on
usually
Facebook.
they let me know. We have a late. They
What
live
was
in,
it?
Where was it? They live in
Plastow.
Yeah, Plastow. And the two young girls that, how old was she? Like 12 or 13 when she started it? So maybe
I don't know, 14.
they do a
maybe.
Halloween trail. Okay, to
Haunted
raise
trail
money.
behind their house.
Yeah, a haunted
Oh.
trail. And they go to the like Hennepers and get names, and they draw the names, and they take the money they make from the haunted trail to buy gifts and food for the people. And these people were down and out themselves.
They had lost everything.
Oh, wow.
Their jobs, their
Isn't
house.
that amazing?
Yeah.
And
Well, isn't
that's
that
how
sometimes?
they responded.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
yeah. They take nothing for themselves. Everything goes back to the community.
That's
It's
beautiful.
really beautiful.
That is really beautiful.
That a young girl developed this, and now the whole family's involved.
Wow.
Yeah, it is really beautiful.
And the families all going their own way now.
Well, they're getting
Yeah,
old,
they're
you know, they're
getting old.
college.
They'll keep it
and-
with them. They'll
Yeah.
take it with
always.
them,
That's-
right?
So those are fond memories that you can have.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Did you ever do readings as a child? Because you were really gifted as a child.
I did not do any readings as a child. I didn't know until I think it was around 12 or 13 when I started having spirit around me, and I don't know. But I didn't even still pay attention because my mom was psychic, and I would hear all the stories, you know. So when weird things would happen, I would kind of dismiss them. You know?
And they were natural to you.
DTD.
You know.
No big deal.
Yeah, no, oh,
Whatever.
wait a minute. That bag just went flying across the room. All right, well, I'm going to go to the down.
Yeah,
play at the
no
park
big-
now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, and that's like one person called. My son was on the phone. This guy, I guess, was on my show. How is it to grow up with a psychic? And like we both said, we grew up with it's natural for us. That's like how is it growing up with a born again Christian or a minister or something like that? Our lives are no different than anybody else's.
Yeah.
You know.
Right, it's just your
It's just
normal.
our own life.
Right.
It
You know,
becomes
right.
a normal. It does
Right.
become a little bit of a normal. Yeah.
Yeah, I got scolded because I dared to walk into this bar where my son was playing. And I got scolded by this man because I was on TV and did all this stuff. I go, I'm only human. They forget that we are human,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I'm going to, okay, you connect with people, right?
Yes.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Let's do it.
What can you tell me about my real mother?
Oh, about your real mother. All right, let's see if I can do it.
Define real first.
Okay, my mother died.
biological
my
mother?
biological mother. She died when I was a baby.
Okay.
Don't try to just be honest.
What'd you say?
Just be honest, okay?
Yeah.
No,
I'm trying to connect.
She's doing
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm saying.
connecting thing first.
Mm-hmm. I think that's where you get your heart from. And she was a really good woman with a really big heart. I feel like at that moment, like having to leave you was the biggest. Like it was really hard for her. She didn't want to do that, and she wants you to know she didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, but she's still with you,
Oh, always.
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 You can feel her. You can
Yeah,
sense her.
always.
Yeah.
And the amazing story, I don't know if I ever told you when I was working in a nursing home, and I was living in there as well. I was still training, and I saw this beautiful shadow of a woman with a beautiful blue chiffon gown, and I saw her hair, but she would not allow me to see her face. Nor when she allowed, I went to touch her, and that's when she disappeared.
Mm.
And she come through and says, "You're going to be okay."
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? So, and I have one time I had, I think it was Angie Dajou, how do you pronounce her last name?
D'Anjou?
Yeah. Came in, and she and this other woman, and my mother and my foster mother had a battle going between the two of them. You know,
Wow.
Who was the one to push through. I have a stepmother, but I really don't have any desire to talk to her.
But that's why you had to define real mother,
Right,
because
yeah.
your foster mother will swear to the
yeah.
end of the time she's your real mother.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
I'm going to ask you a question with my foster mother. Does she ever feel that I pressured to take care of me?
Ask the question again. I'm sorry.
Okay. I kind of pushed myself onto her when I was like 12 or 13.
Who did you push?
My foster mother.
Your foster mother.
Right. And I want to know if she felt I ever put the pressure on her to keep me. I don't know.
I'm honestly, I'm hitting a wall. So I feel like I'm hitting a wall that's her. You could only go so far with her anyways.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like that the heart kind of was hardened up.
Yeah.
Like, so for me, it had nothing to do with you at all. It had everything to do with what her capabilities were. It had nothing to do with you.
I'll tell you right now, if mothers were like my foster mother, because I didn't know my real mother, I had the best mother in the world.
I was going to say, the message I get from your mother, your foster mother, every time you speak of her, she needed you. You came into her life and brought her back to life.
Oh.
You gave her a purpose and a desire to keep living. So the wall, I think, that you felt was how she felt prior. She was lonely. She was unhappy. She was feeling like she didn't have a purpose in life.
Yeah.
Because your foster father was
my real father, yeah.
No, your foster father.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He was not
He
was not a good man. There's no two ways around that.
So that's that wall then.
That's
that you
the
can't
wall.
take. You can only love so much because you've been hurt, and
Right.
there's that.
But you brought life and purpose back into her life. That's why you could do no wrong in her eyes.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you and I were out drinking
Yeah.
and I come home drunk,
I'd be my fault.
it would be your fault.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I made the most horrible looking sign with her name on it. I mean, to me, she had that proudly displayed for her. But, that's what I'm saying. If I get emotional, I apologize.
No, that's okay.
And mothers who are like this, like my phone. And I get so upset when I hear people disrespecting their mothers or their fathers or the children disrespect. I'm kind of like an orphan. I had five sisters and two brothers, but I grew up kind of like by myself.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad I did, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I hear how they belittle each other. Is it necessary? You love your family. There are times when you get discouraged.
I want to smack them sometimes, but I love
just
all
like
my siblings.
You love your family.
I do love my family.
And there are times when you want to say, what the hell,
Every now and then.
And so, but then I reconnected with my nephew, and that was the greatest. Remember when I reconnected with him all, and that's the greatest. But then, you know what? The best part is Scott came into my life.
Yeah.
He spoils me.
Oh, does he?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Scott's a saint.
And
he
to put
Saint
up with
Scott?
me.
Yeah, Saint Scott, yes.
He makes coffee for me. He
Oh,
cooks
wow.
breakfast. Like this morning, he made me 2 scrambled eggs with some sausage, turkey sausage. And I had them, he brought them in so I could watch my TV show and brought them in to me.
Oh, everybody
my
needs
bed.
somebody like Scott in their
I am
life,
just
I think.
I'm just so blessed.
You are. That's
And
wonderful.
And everybody out there, if you look at yourself, I'm one of the fortunate ones. Like your husband adores you.
Oh my God, I am so blessed
And,
with my husband.
so don't we feel, and you may not be in a relationship right now, but aren't you blessed?
I am so blessed.
You have children?
I do. My daughter and my son, they're the most amazing. Like, that's my life.
Right.
My,
How old are they?
And my chihuahua.
Oh, there you go. I'm a chihuahua too.
My son is 30 and my daughter is 28.
You have a 30-year-old?
I do. I have a man. That's crazy. So.
And they have a lot of respect for you too, don't they?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, they do. Jason thinks I'm
In
a
their
little
own way.
crazy.
But they don't understand a lot of what you're doing, or they don't want to right now. But I will tell you what, your son will follow your path in later years.
You think so? That would be so amazing.
My son would, but I'm not seeing
But I
him
know
anymore.
your son would.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear that, Jason?
My son, I got to tell you, my son, he is really knowledgeable,
Yeah.
very educated, and he is self-taught, very knowledgeable in all kinds of spiritual levels. And he said, Dad, when you retire, I'll take it over. I know I'm not retiring for another 25 years at least.
At least.
At least, you know.
I can see it.
Because I love what I do.
Yeah, you can tell. I think it's awesome.
Just like you.
Yeah, I do.
And you know.
Yep.
If we were in it to make millions of dollars and we're in the wrong field.
No. And I would have left a long time ago because I've been doing it for 17 years and it hasn't happened.
Well, I'm only 35.
Oh, wow.
No, 34. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I thought you were 32.
Yeah, 32.
Or what happened to 27?
Well, that's next week.
Is that his age or is that the years that he's been doing it?
He just jumps all over the place. Who knows how old he really is? I don't think he even knows how old he really is.
27 if I turn the numbers around.
We demand a birth certificate.
There you go. You know, the one thing is you can be as old as you. Age is only a number as you. Like today, I feel like I'm in my 20s, to be honest with you.
You said, you were saying that this is the best time of your life.
I have had the best, when I got sober 21 years ago. I'm not going to say it's all been all up to, we've had it, Scott and I have been through a hell of a lot and back.
We do.
You know, and we do, but you know what? Everything makes me stronger. Everything
That's right.
Makes me feel
well,
better.
that's why we always have those. Life is about our soul's evolution. It's about having those experiences that help us grow, right?
That's why when Thanksgiving we did an awesome, but every day should be Thanksgiving.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
It's about the gratitude. If we can stay in that energy of gratitude, right?
And when people are homeless, you know, and I feel sorry for 90% of them or 92%, but there's some people that leave alone, they choose to be that way.
That's right.
Well, and that's been true all throughout history.
Yeah.
Some people choose to be homeless. So let them do their thing. They're not hurting anybody. But those who need help, let's help them.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know?
I've had a lot of homeless people stay at my house. Everybody said, "Why would you do that? What if they beat you up?" I go, "I have protection. I have the spirit protecting me."
Yeah.
Wow.
My sister took in a homeless man, I don't know how many years, 5, 6, 7 years ago. And he's turned into one of her very best friends. He helps her around the house. He's very good friends with my stepfather. I mean, they just, you know.
That's amazing.
Sometimes you just take that leap of faith.
You do
one
take
of
that leap of
One of the
faith.
people I had living with me, and he says that he likes to challenge outdoors. Many a times he's laid down by the railroad tracks. And many a time, you know, he's done this and that. He says, "This is an adventure."
Yeah.
He stayed at my house for like maybe 3 months, and he said, "I gotta go."
Yeah.
Well, you remember Poi, the young Asian boy that stayed
He's
with me?
adventurous.
Yes, he lives in his car. He travels around the country. He takes the most amazing photographs. I'll have to bring his new book in to show you.
He's actually been on the show.
Yeah, I mean he's just amazing. But this is what he was. He started with 1 year to find himself. Started over in Europe, and then when he got out of the military, he came back to the United States, and he's traveling all over the country, and he's learned to live on 27 cents a day.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be amazing?
Right?
No, I think about it. I think about how amazing that would be to just be able to live off the land and just.
But he's right. He's learn what's important and what's not.
Yeah, exactly. Just commune with nature and just be and not have to do anything. That would be so amazing.
Some of the pictures, like of him taking a shower under a waterfall, or swimming in a lake or whatever. I mean, they're just stunning.
I can imagine.
Meditating on top of a mountain. I mean, stunning photos.
Well, I'll have to take
look
a
at
look.
Jane King.
Yeah.
You don't hear many women that are homeless.
Well, when she
fixed her van up, so it's
right. She's traveling around the country doing a similar thing to Boy, where she goes around Janie King and she blesses water.
Oh, I know Jane King.
Yeah.
I have a drum made. I made drums with her.
See?
She came to our center and we
Yeah.
made drums. I love it.
Yeah,
She's an amazing woman.
Yeah,
She really is.
Sandy, I can't think of her last name. She was on the show.
Yeah. Serrano.
Yeah. She's also like a lady that bums. It isn't only folks. It isn't only men that like to do what they're doing. A lot of women are adventurous too. But
oh my God, absolutely!
you
My daughter is wicked.
you
I
don't
am
hear
too.
that much
Yeah.
about the women. You always hear about the men. Let's give women credit too.
Oh my
Yep,
God, absolutely.
we have a call. Let's see who it is. I don't know who it is. Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air.
Okay.
Is that a friend of yours?
Back to you, darling. How are you? How are you?
I think she just called to sing to you.
Oh.
She did.
That was it.
That's awesome.
All right.
We're loved.
That was cool.
See, we get kind of full. I love it when they do that. You know. But yeah, my which is okay, but I you know, you always hear about how the men do this, but we never hear enough about the women and what they had done for our country. Like, what was her name? The one that Susan Ross that made the American flag.
Oh, yeah.
Susan B. Anthony, you know. You don't hear enough.
Betsy
Ross.
I
was trying to get
I'm like, Susan's not
right. Yeah, I know the Ross was right.
And you don't hear a lot about what the great things that women have done.
Yeah.
And I think that's so discriminating.
See,
I really, if you think about it.
My brother often posts historical pieces about women. He's a history major, has his master's degree in history, I believe. But for that very reason, because a lot of people don't know that these amazing women exist,
right,
or the contributions that they really made.
Yeah.
Like our host, guest we had last week, Amy Major, she was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Okay, you know Amy?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
But I know a lot of the women, I mean, the people that were working with the veterans, there are women that are coming in.
And we don't, folks, you know
right?
what?
Yeah.
It is time to give these women that have made history.
Yep.
That have made all these other things that we don't know about. Bring out the history. I don't care if you're black, white, blue, green. Bring out the history of women only. I think we should find a historian and do a topic on that. That would be interesting.
Well, maybe Paul can hook you up with someone who specializes in women of history.
Can you do that, Paul?
Hook you up with what?
A woman who knows. I mean,
someone
a woman who knows a lot about women history.
Knows about women in history.
You know, John Clayton would probably be the man.
Hey, there you go. Yeah,
John Clayton's pretty awesome.
But I don't really. Maybe. And I'm not hitting on women, honestly. No. But
yes, for those of you women who try to offer Norm your help, he's all set.
But I want more people to recognize. There are even children who can do that. They had a young man that was amazing. He was blind. Mm-hmm. And then autism, and he played the piano.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I also went to the school for mentally challenged, and he was this man who had an IQ of a baby boy or whatever. He would literally cross his legs like this and sit at the piano.
Wow.
And whenever he got going, what we do would take him to the piano.
Norm, I'm sorry to interrupt. Are you looking for somebody as a guest?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get back to you. Okay.
All righty.
Thank you.
Yeah. But he would sit at the and say, I can't mention the date. Go sit at the table and we go down. And one time it was like 2:00 in the morning. I said, "Why aren't my staff playing the piano?" You know, and you're gonna wake up the kid because that's the supervisor. You know, I've written off. And here's this young man playing the concerto.
Yeah.
You know, a Beethoven, and then the guy that was with him, I said, "Why can't sleep?" Because it keeps him calm.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing
to witness.
Yeah. Everybody has some kind of talent, whether you're doing medium work. I think playing the piano is a psychic ability, to be honest with you.
I do too.
Everything that we have is all spiritually dedicated.
I feel like we do all have gifts. I feel like
each
one of us comes in.
We've always said that, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
We've always said it, you know.
You know, like our fingerprint, our thumbprint, and we're all so unique and different in that we each have something to give to this world.
And no star looks alike.
That's right. And no snowflake.
That's right. But when you look at me, I mean, I'm no wonder.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I'm not conceited.
Without a doubt.
Actually, if you look at my nephew on Facebook and you look at me, you can tell that we are related.
Oh, really?
And my son as well. My nephew is like 10 years younger than I am, or maybe 12. I don't know. And we look at each other, and it's just amazing. We just finally got back together after 50 years.
Yeah, you said that. That's amazing.
So with
I'm
my
really
family,
happy for you.
They never. I kind of wish they didn't with some of the other ones, because my life was going the way it should be going, or I thought it should be going, and then some of them decided to enter into my life. And it really got me upset because, we're all going to get together. So we made a date. I went and nobody showed up.
Oh.
So I just said, my nephew, He calls me Unc, and then you to that, and that's okay. And he's the one I told you got hit, and he's doing really well now. He went home today.
Oh,
That's
good.
wonderful.
That is huge.
That is really awesome.
So I told him that you give the nurses a hard time like a Moody does. He goes, well, of course, Unc. Sounds like oink, but that's okay, But it's amazing. Well, you don't have to be together to, like, you do a lot of energy healing over the phone, right? Or through the energy.
Well, I do.
Long distance.
Long distance, yes.
Yeah.
Distance
Do you
healing.
do that too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I love doing phone readings.
Do you love doing phone
Oh, I
readings?
love doing it because it's like a challenge.
It's a little bit more of a challenge to have them
see
far away. Yeah.
Do you want to move out of the area?
I want to. I have a couple of different plans that I'm working towards. Yes, I'm moving away from my home. Yes.
Moving out of the state altogether.
You think? Yeah.
And it will be if you don't rush it because you become a very impatient young lady.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a classic case of denial.
How many times have we heard that, right? Wow. I even said young lady. So.
All right. So how far am I going, Norm?
And actually, it's quite a ways.
Is it?
It's not in Massachusetts.
No, I would not.
There's something about outside of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Okay. You're from Pennsylvania, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. There was a hot-looking guy I used to kid around with from Pennsylvania. Are they all like that out there?
Well, all my relatives, of course, are gorgeous.
Oh, okay.
So
It's in the genes.
I don't know what to tell you.
But I actually see you, and you really like the country, don't you?
Oh God, yes.
I can actually see you living in a log cabin.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's going to be your center that you want to build and your dream, and it's going to take another 5 years.
Mm.
So mark it on your calendar, folks. This is what I'm saying, right? And another 5 years, but you have to work at it.
Oh my good Lord.
Okay, if it doesn't happen, it'll be your fault, not mine.
Okay. Oh.
Wow.
Don't you like the way I get out of that?
I love the
Didn't
way
you tell me just to relax a little before I get a pacemaker, and now he's telling me to get to work? What?
Well, you have to do one thing. You have to do one thing at a time. So you want to get it all rushed in. You would actually be very comfortable sitting in a mud cabin with one of the old-fashioned outhouses while you're working on the other.
No,
yes,
she
you
wants
would.
internal plumbing.
That's right.
And a dishwasher, okay?
That's right. That would be great.
Well,
Thank you.
You better learn. Forget the dishwasher. Because what I'm seeing is there's like 10 acres of land.
Okay.
That there's some kind of a grant, or there's something there that this person that you're going to meet by the name of David.
David.
Remember we mentioned the name
I remember
David.
that.
He's a little bit younger than you are.
Oh.
So, okay. But he's very spiritually, very spiritually. And you two will teach each other a lot. I'm not going to say you're soulmate. I'm not saying it's a marriage thing. It's just something that'll be very, very compatible for both of you.
Okay.
He's got a big nose.
A big nose.
He's got a big nose. He's a little bit taller than you are.
Well, I would hope so. I'm 5'2"3/4.
Well, he's
I
about
hope.
5'5", 5'6".
Oh, great.
Okay. Very articulate when he speaks. But if you saw him, you wouldn't think he would be.
Okay.
Okay. And he's overcome a lot of illnesses because of the spiritual work that he does and what you would do. You actually have talked to him in the spiritual world.
Uh-huh.
That's what's the cool part about being in the spiritual world. We can talk to, we don't even have to know the people.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
I do. Yeah.
You can talk to anybody.
Yeah, because I can see in my visions or my dreams that in between.
You have grandchildren?
No.
Are you ready for one?
Yes.
Because I'm seeing a grandson coming.
Oh yeah.
They're
To
wonderful.
your daughter.
Yep. They're wonderful.
For my
Grandchildren are wonderful.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They
I
are.
can only imagine. I know how much I love my kids.
Could be possibly
right.
twins.
Twins. You hear that, Sam?
Yeah. Sam will be knocking on your door soon because she's not liking that idea. Okay.
So,
It's funny. I ran into a lady. I went out to lunch. I go out to lunch a lot, and it's free too.
It's free.
When I ran
and you
into
get driven there, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never drive. I don't.
No.
No. I was blind for a long period, so I turned my license in. And then, you know what? To me, to get my reflexes aren't that quick. So I'm just fortunate enough to have a lot of people that drive me around. When you're I was at the Blake's, and I was talking with a lady, and she said, you remember you told me that my daughter was going to be having a child? I said, never happened. The doctor said she couldn't. She said, well, just to let you know, she's pregnant with twins right now. I said, why are you so angry about it? You should be excited.
Yeah.
Well, I planned on my son having them first. And her daughter's sitting right there.
Wow.
And I said, how cruel. The daughter started crying.
Aw.
You know, I said, how cruel, can you be? And I really spoke that way to her. I said,
Yeah.
how cruel.
Yeah, because she wasn't taking her daughter's feelings into consideration.
I don't know how people can. I that's where I guess unfortunate. I only have one son. I had 5 stepchildren, but I never had to compare one child with the other and say, well, I love this one more, or have somebody say, you love David more than me, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know if a lot of parents go through that or not.
No, don't you love your children?
Yeah, I would know.
The same.
But you know what I'm saying? A lot of them do that. They admit that they do it, and it's so sad.
Yeah, no, they're just different, and I love them both equally.
But equally.
Madly in love with my children.
You got to cut your apron strings.
Oh, no, they are. They're nowhere near me. Okay. They're cut.
But you're still in contact with them all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
as much as you can be.
Yeah.
They're always there for you
Yeah.
if you need help.
Yeah.
Does your daughter think you're a little weird because of what you do, or is it your son?
It's my son.
Your son. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be doing what you're doing.
He's got a room, a straight jacket ready for me, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
May I give you a message? Did your dad pass, no? Or your dad, may I give you a message from him?
You may, thank you.
He's telling me to tell you that he loves you very much. He doesn't understand what you're doing, but he loves what you're doing to help other people.
Yeah, thank you.
He says that he truly loves you. He says that remember how we talked about forgiveness? Mm-hmm. He wants to know if you will forgive him.
Oh my God, I have him already.
And I don't know why this is between you two. Okay?
Yeah, he knows.
He enjoyed life, didn't he?
He did. Yeah. He was able to do a lot of fun things.
Right. Did he smoke?
No, when he was younger.
Yeah, because I keep seeing him that.
No, only when he was younger. He stopped when he was probably in his 40s.
He was a hard worker.
Wicked hard worker. That's where I get it from.
One of the things I will tell you is that you have the gift that he had, but he didn't. He was afraid to use it.
Which gift is that?
The spiritual healing that you do now, because back when we were growing up, that nobody understood it.
You want to hear a cool story? My mom, when she was 25, had breast cancer, and she was supposed to die. And my mom would visualize light coming inside of her from God, from Jesus, from Source, and watching it break up. And my dad used to put his hands on her and try and pull it out of her. So they were both healers without even taking a course or understanding what it was. Right. Intuitively, they both understood exactly what to do and how to do it.
And actually, he says, you remember that?
No, my mom told me
the story.
Oh,
yeah, because you weren't there yet.
Right, I was 3.
Okay, but you remember your mom being quite ill, though.
Yes.
Yeah, and I also will tell you, you know what? He says many times that he has done that for other people without them knowing it.
Oh, interesting.
So you really inherited his gift, and you inherited your mother as well.
Yes.
Your mother was a medium.
Yeah, psychic, very, very psychic.
Yeah.
Medium, all of it. Yeah.
See, I call this. Everybody. I put all into one. I'm a medium, and I'm also, I call it a spiritualist.
Yeah.
Because if you figure out, we have all these.
We do. I have all those
different
gifts. Exactly.
And, I don't have formal training, and like that. But I allow my spirit. But you're a teacher, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And but you also have formal training in the meantime.
I do.
Right. Okay. And you're a teacher as well.
Yes.
And you have formal training to become a teacher, or you do a lot of relying on spirituality?
No, honestly, Spirit has taught me almost everything I know.
Except for the stuff you went to school for.
Right. The hands-on type of stuff. But it was really interesting because when I first walked into it, I remember my first book, I think, was Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. And I started reading. I was like, oh, my God, I know that. It was kind of interesting because it was things that I've already understood.
That you were already...
That I was already doing and I already understood. But everything...
Are you prepared to do a lot of out-of-body experiences?
Have I?
Are you prepared to do so?
Yes, yes.
Because you've got a lot of them coming.
Yeah. I think I work sometimes at night. I wake up exhausted.
Yeah, and you really.
I'm like, wait a minute. When do I get to sleep?
Sometimes it slam back into your body, and that wakes you.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like it's a jump.
Yes.
Right?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I actually was in an
It's
opera. I didn't
definitely
realize
different.
it. Well, I was actually sitting in my living room watching one of my friends have his knee operated on.
Oh, wow.
I watched it it was really. You would have loved it if you could have. You like surgery?
Oh yeah, I find all that fascinating.
Oh, no.
I wish I could
Pass out.
watch video of my surgery.
Yeah, you
I
know.
wish I could, but
Oh yeah, and I was sitting there watching it there, and I heard the doctor say, "If you know," and I'm there, whoa, and I'm watching him correct all the things. I'm watching how he does it, and I told him when he came out of the surgery, I said, I was watching everything that happened with him,
Oh, my gosh.
and I told him the doctor. He went and said to the doctor that when I said, he goes, "That's true." The doctor said he was scared. A lot of people, if they don't know,
Understand it.
and understand what we do, they do get afraid.
They do.
You have written a book?
I want to. That's
Stop procrastinating, like she tells me.
okay. I know. I
Yeah,
hear that
I've
one
I've
all
got
the time.
I got one chapter almost done.
yeah.
So it's getting there. It's getting
No,
there,
I've had some
you know.
amazing experiences. Let that thing.
Well, I think one of the things that, because you reassured me,
Yeah.
remember how I had this fear that when my writing the book that my journey was going to be over, and then I
Oh.
would pass away, and so,
Yeah.
And I went because of her, and I don't know who else it was.
And
because of
several
her.
other people.
Yeah, that had told me, so I'm starting to write it. I have been getting up at 3:00 in the morning.
Who are you,
so-
Wayne Dyer?
That's it, right? And
Wayne
that's,
used
they
to do
say
that.
that's
3:13.
That's when.
That's the hour.
That's
That's
Spirit.
when I wake up.
You really do.
I honestly do.
Do you take a nap? You have to take a nap, right, during the day.
I fall asleep anywhere.
Okay.
His goes back to bed after.
Yeah, because that's really
the thing
early.
with me, the minute I sit to watch TV or whatever, I just,
Yeah.
But yet when I'm doing projects, I'm super fine.
Yeah.
When I go and I do a private house party or I do readings, well, once it's over, I don't know why, but I got to get my energy back again.
Yeah.
Do you find that if you do a reading like on several people, that you get home, are you exhausted or are you more wound up?
So when I teach my meditation workshops, completely wound up. But when I do several like healing appointments and I'm doing that type of thing, no, I'm exhausted by the end of it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I do a lot of parties. A lot of people at a party. Like if I do an event, I do up to 22 people at one of my events.
Yeah.
And when I get home, I'm so wound up that I have to, smoke a homemade cigarette. Then it brings me back down. That's okay. I have no problem with it. I don't encourage people to do it, but I'd rather see them doing it than drinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. May I do these, Sonia? It's up to you.
Do you want a cigarette? Is that what you're saying?
No. I don't smoke.
Oh, what did you just say? What is
These are
that?
cards.
These are playing cards. That's how he does his readings. He uses
My
playing
mom
cards.
used to do playing cards. That's how she used to do it.
Nice.
Yeah. May I do these on you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You can move everything closer, but bring the microphone with you,
Yeah.
so you can move a little closer to Norm.
Yeah.
Did
There
Paul
you
say
go.
it was okay?
Yeah.
He'll
No, he'll follow. He's used to me doing that.
he'll get it.
I
Yeah.
approve.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Well,
Well,
see
so
how
to remember, you
obedient
just
she
want me
is?
to put
Yeah,
my
when
energy
you
in
put your
there?
energy and then shuffle them.
Yeah, shuffle them all up.
Okay, I'm going to spread them out.
I wish I could have.
But I want you to think about something for you. No, but I don't want to know. But I want you to be selfish. I know it's very hard to be selfish for you. But I want you to think about something that you want for yourself. I don't want to know about it, but
Oh
I
my
want
good
you to do it.
Lord. Okay.
Be patient and it'll all come into place.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
you understand what I mean by that,
I
right?
do. I keep hearing the patient,
Okay.
even through spirit. Don't move as fast as I really
Right.
need to right now.
Sometimes you go too fast, you forget where you're going. That's why you feel that.
Larry,
down.
just go back a little bit.
Yeah,
Just-
move back a little
Just
now.
go back a little
There you
bit.
go. Okay, there you go.
Okay,
Take
perfect.
out 5
Thank you.
cards. Don't look at them.
Okay. Well, what do you mean? I can't see them.
No.
Right.
Okay. Am I supposed to like?
Never had a reading done like this, have you?
Well, no. My mom used to do cards.
Okay, calm down. Boy, is my spirit is in a rush for you. One of the things I'm looking at with you as well is you will find in the time that's allotted, you will find the right male person.
Oh.
Okay? And like I said, he's going to either be 5 years younger than you are, but he's going to act a lot more mature.
Okay.
Okay? He likes Harley Davidsons.
Okay.
Okay, you like Harley Davidson?
I do.
Oh, you're a wild motorcycle mama.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Like she is.
Like me.
Anything fast.
Most,
Two
you know,
speeds.
most spiritual people have that little wild side. They get rid of their negative energy. You know?
Oh, it's just because we know
And you
Boats,
enjoy it.
life's too short
motorcycles.
to be
That's right.
bald.
Are you an artist as well?
No,
Is your son?
not.
I'm seeing a lot of artwork around you. That's why I'm asking.
So I like artwork. I love art.
Okay. Then you could have been an artist in your past life. I also want you to know, in all the generations of your past life, you was always been a very strong psychic. You were a maiden into you actually worked for King George as one of his readers to help him with the healings and stuff. So you, as a no, you were, and like I said before, you were actually hung on the cross.
Yeah.
On a pole stick. Okay. You somehow missed the fire because the fire wouldn't stay burning or whatever. Okay?
Oh, that's good. I blew it out.
But also, you actually, after many days, you did survive. You were hung, but yet you were still. I could see the rope mark around your neck.
Yeah.
Okay? I also will tell you that you were a man at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and a lot of people don't realize that we do change from one to another.
Oh, yeah, we do change genders.
I was a blonde female bomber, and that's my answer.
Yeah.
I also will tell you, your daughter's a hard worker, isn't she?
Yeah. Yes, she is.
She's got a pretty decent job.
She's a good girl. Yeah.
And she's really going to make a lot of money.
Good.
And she's also going to do a lot of traveling.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
She gets routine like her mother. But now I want you to cut that routine out and start really living for you the way you should be living. Stop holding yourself back. You want to make the center where you work. They're probably going to be watching this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to handle this directly, very gently. You have to all work together, okay? And I'm seeing a lot of not working together. I'm concerned about it closing.
Yeah, there's a possibility we're going to be. I'm going to be relocating it to.
You're going to be relocated.
I am.
You are, not
That's
anybody
right.
else. You are.
That's right.
You agree with that?
It's her center.
And I mean, your center, not somebody else's. Okay, because you're spiritual. Oh, you have a tremendous, strong spiritual. I could feel the energy when we were Facebooking each other, and you were no.
What did I do?
You don't like making decisions, do you?
Not very.
Boy, do you ponder. Oh, my goodness. You've been
What?
pondering this
Huh?
decision.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This decision about moving has really been for the last 10 months. Okay? Now you've got to bring it to a full. If you don't do it by June, you're never going to move.
Oh, my. Okay.
It's all up to you. And if you wait till after June, you may move, but it won't be the same because you'll lose the vitality of it. Yeah, I use
Another word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
You're getting those multi-syllable words down.
Yeah. I also will tell you, please don't try to write a letter. Use a computer.
Oh, what do
Your
you mean?
handwriting,
Oh, yeah.
you write too fast.
It's.
You would also, would make a very good handwriting analysis if you wanted to.
Oh.
You haven't done candlelight handwriting?
No.
Spiritual writing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Left hand writing.
Yeah, where
I
you
can
just
do either way.
let
Yeah.
the spirit do the writing
Yeah.
through you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm one of these guys. I can jack of all trades, but master of none. You know, nor do I want to be. Everything is what spirit allows me. Like the other day, I talked for one dog for an hour, and it was such a wonderful blessing. The owner brought it in, and it sat right beside me, put his paw on me, and I said, "How are you?" And we talked,
Yeah.
we communicated,
Yeah.
and if more people would listen to the animal, we'd be a hell of a lot better off.
We would be because they're higher vibrations
You
than
have a
humans
brother?
are. No.
Sure.
No, I'm positive. I'm positive.
And your mom had a miscarriage of a child, and she's actually confirming it.
Okay.
Okay. Where I see you, I don't know, and I do definitely see you doing a lot of traveling.
Okay.
Okay. It's time to stop being routine, stop Don't worry about your business where you are in Plastow. They don't even have running water and electricity there, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
We do. What do you mean?
He says that to everybody.
We even have a phone.
Do you?
We have a toilet.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is it? When they grab a bucket?
That's right. How'd you know?
Actually, I have some very good friends that live in Plastow.
Yeah.
Robert and
Our center is
Collins.
beautiful. You should come. It's gorgeous. You just walk in,
Yeah,
and
you
people
can
never
do it.
want to leave. Both of you come. It's beautiful.
And what's the name of it?
Healing Spirits Integrative Wellness Center
And where is it?
in Plastow. It's on Route 108, Newton Road. But seriously, when people walk in, they're like, "Oh my God," and they never
That's
want to
because
leave.
you have love there.
It's so much love there.
Okay.
That's one of the criteria that people have to have. Like it's really everybody that's in there, and they have been. Every person that's in there is so filled with love. It's amazing.
You actually worked on a person everybody gave up hope on. And as a young woman.
Mm-hmm.
You actually worked on this woman's spine, and I don't know how you do it. I don't know what you do. And everybody said she could never walk and all that, but she's still having trouble, but she is walking.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually see that you may not do it physically with her, but you do it from a long distance, and that people are really working with her too. And there's one lady who cannot, I gotta let you in on a secret, okay, that she's really a lot richer than what people think.
Okay.
But because you give her the services that she needs, and she isn't going to be around for a long period of time, so don't be surprised if she leaves you guys an endowment.
Wow.
And I'm talking a big endowment.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Because of the help that you had done, and you've never applied for it, you're going to have to. Okay.
Mm.
Is your building an older building?
It's an L-shaped mall. I don't know how old it is.
Oh, it's in a mall?
Yeah.
And then, is there a lot of wooded area?
Yeah.
Because there's a big fire there.
Oh, there was. Well, this is what I saw,
Yeah.
if I may.
Yeah, of course.
A church.
Yeah.
And they locked them in, and they set the church on fire. There was a lot of spirits there, and we cleared the land. We still get a lot of activity. But there was a lot of sadness there. So we healed and cleared all of that. So there was and it was interesting because you get that intuitively. And when I signed up for Groupon, they had us down as parish something. And I called them and I'm like, no, I'm in North Mall Plaza. And I'm in Plastow, New Hampshire, on Newton Road. And they're like, it used to be called Parish. That spot you're on.
It's
And I'm
a
like,
strong
oh my
Catholic
God.
church,
So, but
It's
it was
like
way back when.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
back in
Cool,
the
though.
1800s.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And several people died out of it.
Yeah.
Okay? And the one thing I'm also seeing there too is you got two spirits that are you're gonna have to get them out of your building.
Okay.
Okay. You have one worker, and one that she realizes they're not, and keeps allowing that spirit to come back. It's almost like a comfort zone for to have her there.
Okay.
Okay. But you're gonna have to find a way to get that spirit because it wants to be unlocked. It wants to cross over to the other side.
Okay. I help them cross over.
Yeah, please do that, okay?
Okay.
You're going to have to do it. We'll say that you do it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. For the next 7 days on that, once you start it, you have to do it at the same time.
Okay.
Because this person is very routine in it. You have to do it that way. A lot of
Okay.
times when I do a house clearing,
Yep.
I will tell them to do it at the same time for 7 days. You ever do that?
No.
No?
I've never done that.
Oh, okay. This is the way I've been taught,
Yeah.
Got an old car?
Well, oldish. It's a Jeep.
Got an old Jeep?
Yes. Well, 2006.
Time for a new one.
Oh.
Well, you're going to put more money into it than it's really worth.
Okay.
I'm concerned about your brakes.
Okay.
Okay. Boy, you really don't like making these things.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness.
Again,
Procrastination.
that would be denial. That would be the
House,
sign of
you
denial.
own your own house?
I do.
Okay. Kind of an older house? Maybe
Yes.
That's what I see. And it was built back in the early 1900s?
Oh no, it's 1970.
Okay, there's some land around there or there's some other property around your area that would really belt. And you really like the quietness there, don't you?
I like what?
The quietness.
Oh yes.
That's why you're in a hard time moving. Okay? I would tell you to keep that as like a summer home or like a retreat, and maybe you rented them, or because you go out you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But in order for you to grow spiritually, you do have to move out of the area that you're at.
Yeah, I do know
You
that.
become too routine in there.
I know.
And no one wants to listen to you anymore.
What do you mean? Who does it?
You are really a very good teacher.
Thank you.
Okay, you really are. I think this is the first time I've ever told anybody this.
Thank you.
Right? I know you are.
I am. I love. That's my thing.
See, you're a very good teacher to actually see you actually teaching outside of a college level.
Wow.
Like a junior college or community level. But you're a very good teacher. People that either they come to your classes or they work with you are a little bit jealous of how you teach. Because you teach with love, which is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When you love what you're doing, like when you're teaching, you love it, you know. You could teach in a classroom of 100 people, or you could teach in a classroom with 10 people, and you'd still be very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're going to start getting a lot more recognition for the work that you do, so be prepared.
Okay. It's because of that Moody show that I'm on, that Norman Laurie show.
That's right.
It is seen internationally.
Hey,
Right.
we are seen all around the world, seriously.
Really?
On the
Is
internet.
it?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
We had people call us from England one time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I also will tell you, I don't know what's in Brazil, but I see you going to Brazil. I'm meeting some people from Brazil.
Okay.
You have a passport?
I do.
Okay. Kind of expired?
No, I think I'm good still. Because I went to, where did I go?
She's got to double check. You know what?
Mexico.
She's got to
like
go and
5
double
years
check
ago.
it
It's
now.
like 10 years, right, for passport?
5
Yeah.
years.
I got mine like
10.
5 years ago.
Yeah, it's 10.
Well, you better go and double check it.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
Who plays the musical instruments?
My daughter.
She's very gifted.
Very.
She plays the piano.
No, she's a guitar.
With her.
Her voice is amazing.
She's going to become very well known with her voice.
Okay.
Okay, that's she's musical. I also see she's a very emotional child. She has her up, she has her down, but when she gets down, but then she always brings herself back up, which is a good entertainer, actually. Okay. What does she do?
She works for Beckett Family Services. She's a social worker.
In New
She's
Hampshire?
like she got a master's in psychology.
And she's going to be out. She's going to be practicing on her own,
She is.
and she's going to be very successful because she's caring,
She is.
and she takes care. She works with a younger generation.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
I don't
She-
think that is how she's going to make her money.
No.
I mean, she'll be very successful, but that's not how
No,
she's going to
no,
make her
no.
Who's
money.
Samantha?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not getting how she's going to do it, but there is another path
That she's going to be following.
is where she will make her money. She's not going to turn her back on what she's doing. She's very good at her job. She loves it.
Yeah.
It means the world to her. She's never going to get rich doing that.
Right.
There's another aspect coming into her life that is where she will make
They're
her money.
planning on opening, she and her husband, like a pet, so therapy for kids through that.
That maybe there's just another avenue where
Yeah,
it's-
that's-
So they're
Yeah.
gonna have like a whole farm and
Yeah.
then
There you
help kids through that whole type of like.
That is not going to be
communing
the
with it.
money maker.
Huh?
That's not going to be. the
That's
money
not
maker.
it?
I
agree
see
with
now.
you.
No,
You
I
see-
no, I think that
Is
the
gonna
pet
be more
thing
so.
Yeah.
will be much more of a moneymaker than
Right.
her.
But I
Right.
mean, it's not
you
going
know.
to make $1 million like that. When I actually see her investing in something like some kind of a food product thing, like growing her own garden and having her own type of restaurant.
Oh wow.
Okay, and it'll be more her husband doing it.
Yep.
Okay, because she's more working with the people, and she like I actually see her opening, like I said, a restaurant or
Yeah.
a diner, and they're going to be good. They're going to get that far. I agree with you on that, and I see her able to work with a lot of. I actually see people living at the place for like therapy and getting a lot more physical therapy. So I agree with you on that too. There's a lot of help coming through the animals can do a lot with people.
Oh my God, they're amazing.
Right.
They really are.
Do you
They're
see
such-
where in Claremont where that guy had 12 cats in a cage that were too small? And one died, the other one they had to euthanize, but the rest of them they're finding homes for. So, see, that's why I do my charity is that I have we're working on a thing called the Healing Paws, which will be up and running as far as I know.
Oh,
now
I
by
like the name of
January.
that.
Yeah. What we're going to be doing is like if people have animals and they can't afford the vet,
Yeah.
like you have a Chihuahua, right?
Oh my God. I just got his gallbladder out.
Okay.
He's the $8,000 Chihuahua.
Yeah. Okay. You paid
It's
$8,000?
That's what it was for. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I have 3,000, but I had pet insurance, thank God, so some of it's covered, but
Yeah.
it was 8,000
Okay.
total. Isn't that crazy to save
It
a
is.
dog? To save
No.
a family member? It's not
No,
a
no,
dog.
it's not
No.
To save a
dog.
family
Right.
member?
And that's what I keep telling my husband. He keeps saying, "Oh, there's a limit." Like, there is no limit when it comes to our four-legged.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to my foundation, there has to be a limit. You know? And the one thing we're not going to do is like the animal rescue leagues. No, we're going to do for like yourself or somebody like an elderly person. We'll pay for that medication.
I think that's wonderful. Do you know that's exactly what I wanted to do? Tufts University. That's where I went for Charlie. That place, when you step on the land, you can tell that it's spiritual. You can tell that it's sacred land.
Yeah.
It feels amazing when you walk on it. And those people that take care of your pets, you've never seen anything like it. Oh my God, what a blessing.
They're the only veterinarian school in New England, aren't they?
I believe
University?
so.
Yeah.
But if you hooked up with them guys too, because I was there for 3 days. I wouldn't leave, so they couldn't get rid of me. So.
And another reason why I encourage you.
This is a family member. This is not
no,
a possession.
it's not.
I totally get it.
So,
My
but
son-
I saw so many people having to make the decision whether they could afford this or not, and it broke my heart. It was something that I had told them. I'm like, when I finally get myself going, there will be a non-profit made for this school.
That's what we're doing too.
I
okay?
think that would be
I want to get a
amazing.
hold of a veterinarian. And my son had a dog. They had to take him to the emergency animal. Well, once you take him home and save your money, then come back and we'll take care of him.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have enough money to
Then
put
I
him
pay for
down.
it. So we end up putting euthanize. And friends of mine got together.
It's not okay.
No, it's
No.
not okay.
We've got to do something.
It's
It's not
devastating.
okay.
And
Right.
usually back in the old days, and then you have to pay it up front. you
Yeah.
know. Same with a dentist.
Yeah. No. At least it's not a club.
Boy, there you go. The last you've been through hell and back in the last 2 years. haven't you?
Through hell and back for the past 17 years.
Oh, I see you 2 years here, okay? But I also will tell you, you're going to drop your wall out so you can go out and go on a date.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
What wall? Okay.
Not every man is mean, rotten, and dirty like I am. I mean, not every man is mean, but you have to learn how to.
This is the first time I heard him laugh over there.
But all men are not, you get the right partner. See, the person that
Of course,
you
we
were
do know a
married to
professional
before.
matchmaker. We do know a professional
Oh, yeah, we
matchmaker
do.
Yeah, yeah?
Yeah,
that
she lives in Nashua.
specializes in people our age.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And she's
Really
really
young.
good.
Oh, okay.
She's
What's
really
it
good. She
called?
puts on some great
Introduction?
events. Dynamic introductions.
Yeah.
She puts, and you don't have to buy into her services to go to some of her events if you want to check it out
You
first.
have to go online.
Okay.
Yeah, she puts on some great events. She invites me and my husband all the time, but he won't let me go for some crazy reason.
She and I are talking about starting a day event through spiritual guidance.
Huh?
You know, she's a great person. I love her dearly.
Yeah.
But when I go out to lunch with her, I don't, and a lot of other people. Then one of the things, you don't teach yoga, but you go to me.
Yoga.
Yeah.
That'd be
Are you
interesting.
going to be having a yoga session?
Well, we have yoga teachers at our center.
Yeah.
I take the
Are they teaching it?
can't take one more thing on.
Now, is this your business or is it somebody else?
No, it's my business. I'm the owner.
You need to act like the owner.
No.
This is what your dad's telling me.
Oh,
Okay. He says, you own it, show it.
okay.
Don't be so easygoing.
Mm.
I don't know what that means, only you know. Especially when people don't come in and when they make appointments, not the clients, but the staff, when they make appointments with your staff and the staff, they come in late or whatever, that really is a no-no.
Mhm.
And you have to really put your foot down on it. If they can't abide by what you want them to do, see, you're too gentle.
I'm a little gentle, but I can be stern too. I
No
have that. I'm a
way.
Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, good Lord. No wonder we get along so well. I'm surrounded by Scorpios.
I'm a triple Leo.
Oh my good Lord! I should have known.
I have to. That's why I have to be in control.
Oh, yeah.
But you really have.
My
got
dad
to
was
be.
a Leo.
Yeah, and he and I are on the same path. All right, high five. He also, one of the things I look about your dad is, if people, he had a very dry sense of humor.
Yes.
They didn't know if it was serious or if he was kidding around.
Yes.
You give yourself away.
Me.
Right,
First
you don't
of all-
see that poker face? Come on.
Yeah. One thing about you, too, is you're not very good at telling stories, especially if they're not true.
No, I can't lie.
Your face turns red.
Yeah.
And your ears will turn really red, so you better keep your ears
It's
covered.
covered. No.
Keep your hair long.
Yeah.
As a child growing up, what did you steal in a store? Your dad smiled. He said, "I remember."
I don't remember that.
You were like maybe 10
She's
or
like,
11,
no.
yeah, like 10 or 11 years old. And you got caught. That taught you a very valuable lesson.
I don't remember any of that with that.
Of course you don't.
I would remember with him. If I did, it would be something he would not let me forget.
He hasn't. That's why he's reminding you now. Okay. He also wants to let you know you were an amazing mother.
No.
You were a mother like your mother.
My mother is amazing.
Scott, can I have my phone in case Al calls?
Yeah, that's Al now. Right?
There we go.
My mother was amazing.
Yeah.
We have Al Caprillion on right now.
Oh. Good evening. I know how that goes.
Yeah, he's...
Hey, Al.
Yep.
Yeah.
Celtics are playing tonight. What do you predict?
We're going to win.
They're playing Dallas. You predict a win?
Yeah, they're going to win big time.
And what do you think of that coastal storm next Tuesday? There's another chance next week. What do you see?
I see a lot more storms coming through. The one that's coming Tuesday is going to be horrendous.
Yeah, that one could be bigger than the one the weekend. Yeah.
Right.
You see an active winter, right? That's what
I see a very cold, very snowy winter. You know, so those who want to run outside cold, make sure you dress up warm and not naked.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll get to the forecast. It will be a cold night tonight. We'll be in the 20s, mostly clear. Tomorrow, the sun will mix with a few clouds. We'll be near 40, maybe upper 30s, low 40s tomorrow. And then increasing clouds on Friday, be in the 40s. There is a chance of some light snow Friday night into early Saturday morning, especially over southeastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island, maybe even coastal New Hampshire. The storm back a little further west. Computer models diverging on the track of that storm. There's a chance we may miss it here in New Hampshire, and it may affect mainly areas southeastern Mass, south of Boston, down towards Rhode Island and the Cape. That storm moves offshore, and then we'll see maybe a scattered snow shower Sunday with some energy in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Only in the mid to upper 30 storms Saturday and Sunday. And then we'll watch that storm for Tuesday and the Wednesday. So the computer model it's almost a week away. Still difficult to say on the track of that, but that one could be a little bit bigger than the one we're going to miss, light grazing on Friday night.
Right. One of the things I'm seeing out, like in the middle of January and the beginning of January, people thought it was cold last year. It's going to be a lot colder.
God, it was so cold.
You know, the fuel people are going to be very happy with it.
I know people that have oil heat are going to use a lot of oil.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of oil being used.
Oh, yeah. I see a shortage of oil, actually.
You do?
Yeah, you really do. I see a big shortage of oil. And I also see, I can't believe how much it cost for the price of wood today. Now, to get a quart of wood is almost $400.
It is.
You know, it used to be cheap, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also will tell you, we're going to go Celtics, and the Patriots are going to win again.
And what do you think of the Bruins?
I think they're going to start. They're going to start coming back on strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you think the Red Sox will have a good year next year with the new coach, right?
I like this new coach.
I think so.
Yeah, they're good. There's what's his name? Dustin Pedroia. There, he's going to give him a run for his money.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
In other words, he's going to test the coach out like this.
Well, of course, because
he wants to be the head
he
boss.
and Alex are friends,
Yeah.
and you know.
He's going to play
that.
that.
You think he'll be the head boss or not with this coach?
As long as the new coach that we got, new manager we got, and he's got to make sure he takes control and not let Pedroia try to run the team for him.
Yeah.
You know, and they all got to work together.
Show. We'll talk to you
All
Sunday
right,
night.
all righty. We'll talk to you later.
Have a great show. Have a good night.
And yeah, you too. Bye bye now.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Al's so cute. I love him. He's so sweet. Now when I run into him in public, he, Lori, instead of
You know, my one of the things that Al is like, he was on my show for like 2 years. You know, I've had some pretty interesting guests on the show.
Have you really? That's awesome. It's fun.
It really is. We grow up. We have a good time when it's all up to us. I've had people that say they can do things. A couple of people, and then we just lose their phone number.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely want you to come back on again.
Oh, I would love to.
You have a marvelous sense of humor. See, it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be, was it?
No, it was okay. I don't know. I'm going to watch it and see what I said, and I'll let you know. I think I'm in trouble a couple times.
Well, if you go online, manchestertv.org, 4 o'clock on Wednesday.
Okay.
You can see it's a repeat.
Okay.
And I think 9
4 o'clock on Wednesday. That's when we're live.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can also, I think, Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll have to get the schedule up and check it all.
All right.
Because we changed
we have another call.
Probably Mary.
It's 1:15, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you feeling?
Yeah, better than I have been.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
How are your cats?
They're doing good. They're doing good. I'm still my Virginia, she's lost some weight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, she's losing weight. You can
I'm a certain
count,
way.
the top of her back. You can count all the bones on her. Right now.
Oh, no.
Well, she's older, right?
She really is my baby now.
She is your baby.
Well, Hattie says it's almost time for her to come home, so don't cry and don't mourn. Just appreciate the good love that she has.
No matter where I move, she's right there with me.
Yeah, she loves you
And
a
they
lot.
know. Yeah,
Oh my God, she does.
See, that's the trouble. People don't realize how, if you've never had pets, they don't realize how much healing they can bring to us.
Oh, my God.
How much
It's
love
incredible.
they can give to
Absolutely.
us,
Oh, my. I'd be lost without my little guy.
yeah. How old is your dog?
He's 8.
8? You got him for another 6 years.
Well, that's great because like I said, he's kind of like we're getting through the gallbladder thing.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. And keep doing the Reiki energy.
Oh, nonstop, 24/7 on him.
Do you give him apple cider vinegar?
Yeah.
No, should I?
Yeah, just a tiny little bit, though, because he's
Okay.
a little guy.
Right.
Every day in his food.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'll also do that.
And I would do that with your kitty cat, too. Natural brags.
I rub my hands because my hands are warm anyways. And I'll rub my hands and I go over her and I guess she likes the heat from my hands.
Oh,
sounds like she's
absolutely,
doing
absolutely. My
she
big
is.
boy
She
now
does
lays
it out.
beside me on the couch, and I do that quite, or
Yeah.
my little baby girl there.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, people think that they block. No, they don't. We're the ones that block things. They're not the wild ones. We are. You know what I'm saying? I also will tell you, Mary, the people who've been bothering you and they're moving out, they either got an eviction notice or a foreclosure.
Yeah, I think there's 2 of them in here right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be moving.
Yeah, because they can't pay the bills or they don't want to pay the bills or whatever. So they kind of like got an eviction notice,
Yeah.
And Mary, do you like homemade baked beans?
Love them.
Oh my God, we'll be having an event in April.
Yeah.
Mary makes the best homemade baked beans.
Oh, that sounds
And if you
good.
want them, you gotta get them early.
Gotta get them before the
Course.
doors
Before
open.
okay.
Right. Of course, some girls don't have to worry about it. They
That's
get
right.
them.
Mary knows how to
extra-
take care of her girls. Yeah. Mary hooks me up.
That's
And
awesome.
she makes a tremendous amount of baked beans, and they go very quick. In fact, she made 2 orders of it, did you,
Yeah,
Mary?
2 crock pots full, and they were gone,
Gone?
in
Wow.
2 hours, hour
Yeah.
and a half.
And she makes this Italian soup. What is it called? What is it?
The
Polish
Italian
soup or
wedding
whatever?
soup?
Mary, that soup that you
It's,
make.
I guess they call it a wedding soup, Italian
The
soup,
Italian
a French
wedding soup.
all into one.
Yeah.
And that goes quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever
So
she
she's
makes,
a good
she
cook,
goes.
huh?
Oh yeah, whenever she
So what
makes.
nationality is she?
Yeah, she makes what? She's
Mary will-
French.
French.
Big pardon?
You're French, right?
Yeah, French, Indian, and Irish.
Oh.
And Mary used to be my bodyguard.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
True story.
When I was a teenager or whatever, I could start trouble. She'd beat them up for me.
That's awesome. You guys have been together for a while.
We lost contact for what? 30, 40 years there, Mary?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
And then
yeah.
also we started having
he started,
contact.
and I would have to finish it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. See, she can be on that for that woman role thing, you know?
Yeah, see?
There
She
you
actually
go.
has her own show now.
Does she?
Oh, yeah. Mary has a show called, actually, Mary, Well, I'm going to have you, with your permission, I'm going to have her Facebook you, and that way you can come on her show for a half hour.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure,
we'll get
absolutely.
you to know people out there.
I love it.
Mary is an incredible lady.
Yeah,
okay?
I can.
She's overcome many obstacles in her life. She really does.
Good for you, Mary.
She's a really helping of other people.
Thank you.
You know,
She sounds like a
and if she can put up with Glenn R.J. Olette, people's man, she can put up with anybody.
Well, if she could put up with you.
What do you mean, me?
I was kind of thinking the same thing, Laurie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Glenn and I are very good friends, actually.
So I appreciate it, and like I said, Norm, I appreciate it. Thank you, because you're the one who got me started.
Well, awesome, you know. Laurie just said if you can put up with me.
You have to thank me, because if I hadn't been out, he wouldn't have had you.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
It's all about me.
Yeah, there you go. It's all about, you know.
In
But,
another week or so, I'm gonna have to make some beans, because, I go into New Bedford
yeah,
on
for
Christmas
Christmas.
time. And I'll be making some beans. In fact, I want to make some, I don't know what you call them. I got them by mistake last year when I made them. It's like a cupcake and a cookie mix combined.
Oh.
So it's like, they're soft like a cupcake, but still they're a cookie.
Oh.
And I
Sounds
put
good.
some molasses in them.
Oh.
So I'm going to try in another week or so make a bunch of those. And I'll bring some in so you guys will have yours, and I'm going to take some down at the New Bedford.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
We'd like to test
Mary,
it.
I got to give you a message from your mother, okay?
Yeah.
She said that you're a lot like her. You keep exploring when you're cooking because she enjoyed cooking too.
Oh, she did.
Okay.
She did a lot of exploring, let me tell you. It was all, nothing, like it was the old saying, everything was from scratch.
Yeah, and she said she told me she could make something out of nothing because you guys didn't really have a whole lot of money growing. Yeah, you didn't have a whole lot of money growing up, did you?
No.
So
No,
she-
we were, the old saying, we were the dead-end kids. That's what we were.
But she cooked healthy meals for you, huh?
Oh, my God, could she?
Yeah.
She could put anything together, and it would be good.
Yeah.
When she was mad, though, stay the heck out of her way.
Oh, yeah.
Just like when Mary gets mad.
Irish, and my grandmother was full-blooded Indian, and my father was full-blooded Indian, too. So that's where the temperament comes in from.
Yeah, and I actually know a lot of her relatives too. So it's really what a small world, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah,
You knew my brother-in-law and my sisters-in-law.
yeah, I knew them all. So it's a small world,
It is a small world.
you know. So that's the best part of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mary, this is what's her name? Tammy. Yeah, this is Tammy, and she's
I
a
got a niece named Tammy.
yeah. This lady is fantastic. I love the aura around her.
Thank you.
Okay, and
I
you know,
love her laugh. I've been watching
Oh,
her
thank you.
yeah, see, it is real.
I wish you the best with your cat, honey.
Thank you.
I'm going to say a prayer for her.
Okay. Okay. Well, Mary, we're going to let you go, and we're going to talk to you later, okay?
All right. Thank you, Norm.
Okay,
And
bye-bye.
Laurie and
Yeah.
everybody there.
Yeah.
Bye, Mary.
Bye,
Bye, Mary.
Okay, yeah.
Bye now. Yeah. She's an amazing
Oh my
woman.
God, she sounds so sweet.
She really
is.
You
is
feel her
the
heart.
best.
Yeah, I can
I'm
feel
telling
it.
She
you.
comes to our cookouts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Before my son's dog got put to sleep like a month before, we're all sitting outside eating, and Mary had one of those kebabs.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how he did it, but the dog, he went over and grabbed the kebab out of her hand.
Oh my
We had
God.
to fight to get the stick out of her, but he ate all that. And we have, and like my son is still, grieving over because they are like our children.
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
they're definitely
Yeah.
family.
There's no separation for that for me.
Yeah.
That's why I think we have to do something about what you're.
Right.
That's why I want to do that.
Amazing what
Paul,
you're
yeah.
doing. Thank
So,
you for doing it.
No, I want.
'Cause we
When
have
I
to
get
do
it, go what do I
something.
want? I want to ask you if we could set up an event down at your school.
I would love that.
And all the money that I make will go into that.
And
whatever
we'll put
people
it too.
make
No,
yeah,
we'll do
okay?
it. We'll do a whole
So-
event, and all the money that we make will go into that. We do that kind of
I
stuff
think
all the time.
we used to do it for the Manchester Animal Show.
Yeah, but you should see if you can do it at Kimberly's place. Her place is very small, very, very small. So
Okay,
it'd have
yeah,
to
we
be a
can-
small. but
Wherever
she's
I
a
can go, I'm
huge
going to
parking
go.
lot.
Yeah.
Well, I have
Okay.
7 rooms,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we could have like
there, yeah.
massage and the polarity, the Reiki, the
Right.
magnified healing. We could. So it's totally up to you.
Multiple
do it in
places.
places.
We'll
that's
get
right.
together.
Multiple
I want to
places.
get it
That's
out
right.
there. I want
I
to
think
get it
that's
out there.
great. I
The
think
places
what you're
I
doing
won't
is
go
amazing.
is in Derry because of the people there respect that there. territory, and I won't go in Salem because that's Angie's territory.
Okay.
I don't want to infringe on somebody else's territory.
Angie
you know.
doesn't do Salem anymore.
Huh?
Her center is in Hudson.
Oh, was it Hudson, though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, you told me. So she don't do all her events at the hotel?
Not that I know of. If she does any, it's
Oh,
in
no,
Nashua.
Nashua, that's what I mean, Nashua, yeah.
No, do you guys meditate at all?
Huh?
Do you meditate? Are you
All the
like
time.
chakra clearing and aura clearing
yeah.
and
Oh,
all that?
all the time.
So I know I have to run because I have
Yeah.
to teach a
Right,
meditation workshop tonight.
Okay, you want to tell people one more time about your website?
Yeah, but I want to invite you guys first to come and meditate. It's amazing. It really is. Like,
Okay.
the energy there, like there's so much love, like we're talking about, and the final meditation that we do is to heal the entire world and every person in it.
Beautiful.
And the air and the earth and the water. So you really do walk away feeling amazing. So if you guys,
Will it improve my sex life?
it might.
Oh, okay.
It just might.
I'm not touching that one.
We will give you so much
I will
energy,
just
Norm.
sit over here and be
We will
quiet.
give you that extra special.
There you go.
So our website again, and we have meditation, drop-in meditation every Monday night this month. I start a meditation workshop, which is a 4-week series. I do this once a month, and it's 2 hours. It's from 7 to 9 for 4 consecutive whatever days we pick, but it's Wednesday this month, and that's teaching. It's meditation and self-discovery. It's talking about what we're doing here, who we really are, spiritual beings having a human experience. I teach people about self-love and self-worth because it starts there, right? And then how to have inner peace, because if we can love ourselves and we can find peace within, we resonate, we become that ripple, we get to create world peace. And that's
Yeah,
kind of
and that's, you know,
what
we
we
talk
say
about
all
that
the
all the time,
time.
don't
That's
we?
what we're
All
trying-
the
that's-
time.
that's why I do what I'm
will
doing.
be, I'm going to be checking my calendar,
I'm so glad.
and you will be coming back on.
Thank you. Thank
Well, I
you.
shouldn't say you will
Thank
be,
you.
because, you know, we would be honored to have you back on again.
I would love to, absolutely.
I don't see
It's
that
great
with a
being
lot
with
of
you
people.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we just to let you know when you do talk about it after we leave.
All right. Is there a way
No,
for
but-
me to put it on the radio for the ride home? So I
There
can
you
hear
go.
what you're saying?
No, sadly, there's not.
No,
right.
actually, we have nothing but good compliments for you.
Thank you.
Okay, but you gotta slow yourself down,
Okay.
and otherwise you won't. That will
A
happen.
little more
Okay.
focus.
What'd you say, hon?
A little more focus.
Yeah.
Dee-dee-dee-dee. So I don't know what to say. So, and
But
it's
many blessings.
Thank you.
Your website, please.
Yes, www.healingspiritswellness.com.
Okay. Is your
Blessings
phone
to both
and
of
you
you.
too? Is your
Yours will.
phone on the website?
It is.
Okay, then you don't have to give it out. Then,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
And I look for you having a lot more success, and I definitely will be coming and talking to you about having the event.
I love it.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right.
Many blessings.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Give me a hug there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for everything.
Good thing this is a family show, folks. I'd make a remark
Thank you,
here.
sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Drive careful. I'm concerned
Is that
about
your-
the.
My brakes.
Yeah, don't lose
I'm
that.
concerned about your tire turning to the right, so get it checked.
Okay.
Thank you.
perfect.
Yeah. Bye bye now.
Bye.
Now that she's gone. Oh, she's still here.
He's nothing but trouble, I'm telling you. Nothing but trouble.
Yeah. What an amazing woman.
Yes.
You know the one thing that we've been had some pretty amazing guests.
Absolutely.
That lady that's a friend of yours,
Jen? Kim?
Jen, you.
Which one?
The one, Jen. with that Chinese or Japanese last name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jen.
She's amazing.
Yes, she is.
I think Kimberly, I can't say enough, and I don't want to offend other people.
But you
I
can't. Nobody compares. She's amazing.
No, you know what I'm saying? We've been blessed, haven't
Oh,
we?
yes,
You know, and
definitely.
a lot of and I want to thank you for it too, because I wouldn't know how to deal with all these other people in here. You know, and I was blessed to have her. I meet a lot of the people on Facebook. By the way, folks, I'm all filled up until March.
Until March. Okay, good. Because I'm going to see someone tomorrow, and I keep telling him I'll give him a date he can come on the show.
Tell them the second Wednesday in March.
Okay.
Okay, just have them send me an email and we'll do that, okay?
Yeah.
It's actually exciting. And they're not repeat, a lot of them are repeats, but there are a lot of them that are not. I like the new ones,
Well, yeah, that's,
you know?
we need to
Because I think
bring new
it's
people
more
on.
of a, I like Kimberly, I would definitely want back on again.
Yeah, she is.
I want, Tammy?
Tammy.
She's an amazing, she wants the energy, huh? Even the ladies that were over there were smiling with her, you know? And we got to try to find a way of fixing Paul and her up together. What do you think?
I'm staying out of that. I don't play matchmaker.
I was fun.
No, that always bites you in the...
Yeah, that's
Behind.
true, but it's fun anyway. You know,
That's up to them.
you know. And what do you plan on doing for Christmas?
Well, the same thing we do every year. Family comes over Christmas Eve because my daughter and her husband, and rightfully so, a lot of people are like, what? No, they like to be home on Christmas morning with their kids.
Well, they should be.
Right. I 100% agree. So they come to our house on Christmas Eve. We have a big meal, exchange gifts, and
It's
hang
about
out.
family.
Yeah, it's
It's
all
not
about
all
family
these people
time.
coming in or whatever. Although on Christmas Day, my door's always open, and I'm going to be going. My son and I have a tradition. They have Thanksgiving at my house, and we have Christmas at their house.
Right. My daughter's house, unfortunately, is just too small for everybody to.
Yeah.
So they,
but we'll
so they
find
come to
one.
our house, and we, there's only 2 days a year we burn a fire in a fireplace. That's Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve.
What does Christmas mean to you?
What does Christmas mean to me? That definition has really changed over the years.
It's blown out of proportion, hasn't it?
I really don't enjoy Christmas as most people know it. What I do enjoy is the holiday season, which for me starts at the beginning or the end of October and goes all the way through the middle of January. I love that people come together. I love that people share warmth and love and, spend time with their family and their friends. And, what I don't like is the superficial aspect of, I have to buy my kid, the newest video game, or I have to, do something else crazy I can't afford. And then on, December 26th, they're going, oh my God, how am I ever going to pay for this? It just, that's ridiculous. I just don't get that.
It's so
at all.
commercialized.
Right, and that's what I mean. People put themselves in debt for months and months and months and months, and spend money they can't afford on junk they don't need.
And that's what people don't appreciate it because
Right.
they get so much of it.
So instead of doing that, just spend time with your families. Actually spend time with your families.
I never knew what Christmas was. I mean, I get these presents from the different donations I was poor and all that.
Right.
And I never truly knew what Christmas was until I will give my ex-wife a lot, her and her ex-husband, a lot of credit. That's when I learned what Christmas is all about. And it's sad that you have to be like in your early 20s to understand what Christmas is all about. You know what I mean? It's not all about decorations. It's not all about, it looks nice, we're all amazing. Like, people decorate their homes and all like that, but are they doing it for themselves or are they doing it to, oh, look at me?
Well, and you can always tell which house is decorated in respect of the season and which house is done in the look at how great I am.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And I'm not saying that everybody who does these big grandiose displays is doing it for selfish reasons, because some of them aren't. I love all the people, and there's so many in New Hampshire that put on these big displays, but they collect money or donations for charity. I think that's amazing. I think that's wonderful. But there are just some people that just go crazy all out for no other reason other than to have people look at them and say, oh, you went crazy all out, and that saddens me.
There's a gentleman that's on my street, right? And he has these lights on when you go. He has like for Halloween, he does it for Easter, he does it for Valentine, he does it for Christmas, and all that. Right. And I don't think he does it for self-indulgence. I think he does it just for... Because he enjoys doing it.
And he's actually celebrating those occasions. Yeah. See, but he's not someone who... It's like someone who only goes to church on Christmas Day, and doesn't go the rest of the year. That's how, this man's actually celebrating these holidays, and that's beautiful.
And speaking of that, I was, the week before Thanksgiving, over by where I live, there went tons and tons of cars going to the Catholic Church at St. Raphael. After the Thanksgiving, I got up on Sunday, hardly anybody there. And now for Christmas, and you'll see
Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the church will be packed probably.
Yeah. And that's fine. If that's what you want to live with, I agree. One thing I will say about the Catholic churches, they do help the poor. They do have a lot of and it wasn't I know around here in Manchester.
Maybe your local ones, but overall they do very little.
The ones out here, the one that I deal with, like the St. Raphael's helps people, and actually St. Andrew's Episcopal Church helps people, and there's a lot of other Catholic churches, and I'm sure there are other churches too. But those are the ones that come into my mind. Because when I needed help, I was very grateful. You know, and and a lot of the people. Christmas to me is a day that we reflect on what it truly is. Reflect. Although I think Thanksgiving is a better day for me.
Yeah, I think Thanksgiving is much more important, and I know that just upset a lot of people, but I find Thanksgiving to be a time when we reflect with gratitude and embody and display the attributes of Christ.
Yeah.
Because nowhere did Jesus say, give lots of presents and spend money you don't have.
No.
No.
And that's what. See, this is the trouble. This is a toy store, Macy's, Walgreens, all these other big stores. This is what they glorify, like the Black Friday and all that.
Right.
People have lost their tradition of what Thanksgiving should be on. They start now on Thursdays, my understanding.
Oh, a lot. Oh, yeah, really, a lot of them. Yeah, I won't go. I won't patronize a business on Thanksgiving.
I won't.
Now, this is my own personal opinion, but if we patronize those businesses, we are preventing those people from spending time with their families. And I know my mom worked at a job where she often had to work on holidays, and that's very hard on a family. Even when you know it's coming, even when you can plan ahead, it's still very hard to have that piece of your family missing because other people need silly stuff.
Yeah, and that's why I always like my son would usually go to his mother's, or my daughter would go to. This is why I always wish the holidays and nursery, so that the people that had families could spend the time with their families.
Right.
Now I didn't really have a family, so to speak, so I said, you know what, let them go and let them have that, And 9 out of 10, and I was happy doing that.
Right. Well, when my kids were grown, I would volunteer to work, the mini shifts on Thanksgiving, so that because I could either cook before or I could cook after, because it was only 2 or 4 hours, whatever it was. But this way, all the people that had families, like some of my coworkers had big families, some only had tiny families, but it was still important for them to be together. So. My kids were grown and off doing their own thing, so why not?
Yeah. That's like I plan on changing a lot of things in my life for the so-called New Year's resolution. I am going to get out and start doing more volunteer work.
Good.
I'm looking into either a nursing home or maybe somewhere, like that. Just
that would use your money. That would use your nursing background and help, and you can help us. I am a big believer we should all give back in some way. Like one of my clients now, that's the one thing I keep recommending to him, is that he find a place to volunteer, to give back, and just to see the need that's out there.
Yeah. I'm going to be working with a friend of mine. We're going to be talking. He does Reiki energy on a lot of the people there. And what I'll do is talking with them, letting them know people can, maybe help them write a letter, maybe smack them side the head or something like that. Just to build up their character.
That'd be spiritualvisionary.net for that nasty letter you're going to write.
No, but I'm a firm believer, like with the animals that we do, the animal charity. I'm not doing it for the pat on the back. You know that. Neither are you, right?
Right. No.
I'm a firm believer in giving back to the community.
Absolutely.
When I was down and out and had nothing, okay, and I don't have what I have. And I'm grateful for. Scott and I often say together how happy we are that we may not have a lot of things and all that other stuff, but you know what? We have a home. We have our animals. We have enough food. We have enough to be great. Any guest is welcome to come and have dinner with us. I don't shy that away. And when you think positive, you look at what you have and not worry about what you don't have.
Right. And I do challenge people to every day post on Facebook or text somebody. For my clients, I have them text me 5 things every day that they're grateful for. And I understand, we've all been through tough times. There are some days when it's hard to find. But if you have a place to live, if you have a job, if you have a car, if you have a warm cup of coffee or tea or whatever in the morning, all those things are things to be grateful for. You know, one of the things Bruce and I love is in the morning when we get our coffee, our dog always wants to go out then. And we go out and sit in our backyard and drink our coffee while she putzes around. And it's just like the most amazing. Oh, I have to tell you what happened. Oh my God, this was so amazing. So we go out the other morning. I think it was it Sunday morning? And I said, wow, the energy is so weird out here this morning. And Bruce is like, you're right, it's really strange. And all of a sudden we hear this strange noise, like shuffling, but really, really loud. And this very rare exotic bird flew not 10 feet over our head, like seconds after we said that. I mean, we had to go look it up online to find out what it was. We'd never seen it before, and it was the only way we can describe it so people get a good visual. It was like having a small pterodactyl fly over our head. It was so amazing and so fantastic.
Of course, you didn't have your camera, right?
Of course not, right? That's what I said.
Isn't that always the way? That is amazing. That probably sending you healing love.
Oh, yeah. We went and looked up the totem of it and everything when we could. It was so cool. It was really the most spectacular thing. And, you know, but like the hawk is a hawk, because we have like 4 different types of hawks that live in our neighborhood. So there's
you're blessed.
Yeah, there's almost a hawk in my yard almost every day.
Wow.
Yeah, a hawk is one of my spirit animals. Right. It's been with me for years and years and years.
The only time
I
worry about what I see with a hawk, and I know they're good news or whatever, the only time when I see a blackbird with a hawk, then I worry, because that means there's a death.
You know what's so funny about that is today, this new hawk, because we've only seen it one other time, the crows that hang out in our yard, and crows are protection. They're very wonderful. They were in the backyard, and they're eating, and they're doing their thing. And this hawk came, and it swooped up into the tree and landed. And one of the crows went up and circled it, and then landed above it. Ooh. It was very amazing. It was very, very amazing.
Well, so they were going on they're letting you know that something you're going to be going to a funeral.
So I took my coffee and went to talk to the hawk, but it flew away when I
got
close.
Isn't it fun?
Well, this hawk, because it flew away when I got real close to it, which the other hawks, like I have pictures of hawks sitting on my fence. I mean, they sit there. They don't, we talk. They come real close. And this one flew away, so I connected with it. And I'm like, why did you fly away? And it told me that it had been hurt by a human, physically hurt by a human. So the reason it keeps coming to see me is it's trying to learn not to be as afraid. But that's why the crows weren't upset by it being there, because they knew it needed love and healing.
And that's why they were there.
Right. Normally the crows get very agitated when the hawk's around.
Yeah, because the hawks will attack them.
Well, only if they're hungry. That's the only time.
Crows
normally attack hawks, not the other way around.
See, that's what the amazing thing. People have this misconception about eagles, hawks, wild animal, that, they're automatically going to attack somebody. No, they're not. If you're near their house when they have babies, yes. If they're there, their life is in danger, probably. We have a possum that comes to our house.
They are the sweetest animals in the world.
My daughter-in-law is so terrified of them. And I don't be. Yeah.
Not at all. They're so gentle.
They're more afraid of us than we are.
Yes, they're terrified.
I was talking to a animal control officer about it. He says, "Is he bothered?" I go, "Oh no, we love him." And they said, we've been blessed by having wild. I know that when you have spiritual energy like you and I have, we have a lot of, and my son, we have a lot of wild animals.
Oh yeah, we do. All the time. And, probably once a week or so, the eagle will come by just to, check in.
So you live in the country?
No, not really.
No?
I mean, I live in the suburbs, but I don't live in the country.
So you have a lot of houses around you?
Yeah.
Is there a blue house?
There's a couple.
Like a faded blue?
There's 2 on our street.
Okay. I'm concerned about one of them going there, and I've seen a fire in there. Looks like an older couple.
It's not an older couple that lives in the blue house. It's a family, but...
Yeah, but I'm seeing some callousness in there. But they wouldn't listen to you if you said anything to them.
Right. That's not my story to tell.
No. You know, that's like in the building. We have a lot of great, talk about interracial houses we do. We have people from all over the world in our house, okay? And we don't socialize with each other, you know what I mean? We don't go into each other's houses. They have their house, I have my house. But outside, we all very friendly. We talk with each other. We just had a new bunch of people moved in on the second floor, on the third floor, and eventually, you know. And it's just so awesome to see how if we in our own little 9-unit apartment building, if we can all get along, why can't people around the world? You know what I'm saying?
Right, but we can. We have to choose to.
Yeah.
It's the misconceptions and the fear. That's why I say to everybody, if you can, travel anywhere, because it will totally change your perspective on the world.
Like my shirt, remember I said,
yeah.
You know, this was given to me from a gentleman. He's back home, and I told the old man that used to walk there, Mims. I'll tell you, I miss him walking around. He gave me every morning he was up at 4:00 walking. Here's a man that was going to die. No doubt in my mind. No, I said, oh my God, he's only got manner and tongue because he had the big holes, and he's walking around. And that's what. Yeah, they were kind of nosy, but that's okay.
Those are the best neighbors.
Yeah.
They really are the best neighbors.
Yeah. And I really miss them a lot. The young boy there, I have no problem with him being gone. But then I had the two ladies that live upstairs. She called me her great-grandfather. You know what? And I find that as a compliment.
It is a compliment. You know? It's a huge compliment.
And then they got the people on the second floor. Then they got the people on the first floor. And then another. There we go. An interracial, a relationship. They're from Boston, and then we got the Irish, really Irish people that live on that's on the second floor, and she has that Irish brother. They're from Maine, so I pick on them, which is fun. And then they had a little baby boy, which is
right.
And then we got the other ones that's the ones that live on the third floor. They had two on the third floor. They do very nice people, and that's what I'm saying. You know. Just because you're from another color, another country, you can get along. And then we don't, the old man and I, we didn't speak English to each other. I spoke English, he spoke his native language. But we had that special communication.
But you can still bond, yeah.
We bound with each other, we all that. And, and when they left, they all came in and said goodbye. Tears were flowing down my eyes and tears were flowing down their eyes, And then going on to another new journey. So I wish him well, and I wish him a lot of success, And that's what life is supposed to be about, isn't it?
It is. I mean, there's not a reason in the world. I remember hearing just a little bit of a story of back when, there was a lot of prejudice against Irish people in this country, and my family being Irish. My great-grandfather, his best friend was a Jewish man. And there was a lot of issue around a Jewish man and an Irish man being friends back then. Yeah. But they named my grandfather's middle name after this Jewish man. It's
and that's like here, what the Canadian, French, and the Irish, they would go at war, literally carry each one side. So the sad part is it isn't just the Afro Americans that would prejudice or racist against. Look at what happened to the Chinese. Every single one of us, unfortunately, know the wrath of every heritage. Not know that person, the heritage that we may inherit. And it's easier for the people to hang on to the anger and hate than it is to let go and learn to love.
Which is so ridiculous.
Isn't it?
It is so ridiculous.
All this stuff that's coming on. So remember at Christmas time, let go of the hate, let go of the anger. I've had to. I was racist at a very long time ago. But I was brought up in that field, not realizing that I was.
But,
I overcame it.
But that to me is just an excuse. I mean, my father was racist. Yeah. One of my brothers is still racist. He'll deny it, but he is. Yeah. And, but the thing is, so just because you were brought up in an environment
doesn't mean
you have to buy into it.
No, I don't know if I was really racist or I thought I was. I'll rephrase that because I've never met anybody that I don't like. I don't care, like we said earlier, I don't ever want to learn learn to hate. I really don't. I don't want to hate. I never hated.
It's
I don't want to.
It's too great a burden to bear. It's too hard on your body. It's hard on your heart. It's hard on your soul.
And you know what? The person that you hate, you don't even remember what you hate them about. That's like when I went in the town I grew up in, with the people that were there. I'm willing to bet that they don't remember how they used to make fun of me and pick on me when I was up there. That I'm willing to bet. And all I did was feed into the negative energy of the people. And when I let go of that, that's all we could do. And when I hear people say, "Oh, I'm not going to get any better," or "Oh, this is," what? That's your like you said, that's your
prophecy.
Story. Well, folks, thank you for putting up with us for another week.
Video. Huh? It's only 49.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow, okay. Give us a call, folks. Express how your opinion is.
But that's another thing that I love about this time of the year is that you see people holding doors for each other. Saying please and thank you and how are you today?
I still do it with my daughter-in-law or whoever I go with. I think, call me old-fashioned, but that's the way I was brought up. If I didn't open the door for my mother, let me tell you, you would talk, and you always open the car door for them. And I think today, yes, you don't really like that, do you?
No, not really. Bruce does it. He's very, very wonderful. He treats me very well. But it's because my whole life I've been very self-sufficient. So it is hard for me to let somebody do nice things for me.
But it's also important for him to do that.
Yes. Too, I do let him.
And like we were at Dunkin' Donuts one day. My daughter-in-law opened the door for the jelly. He said, "Thank you." She goes, "Kid around." No, thank you. They were and the people were looking around, but it was a funny thing. It was a good humor thing,
right?
And so I think that one of the things that we all have to learn, and I'm planning another blessing on the veterans part.
Right,
I'm looking at maybe in January, if you could warm up enough.
You let us know the day.
I will, sure will.
But if there's a big snowstorm, I'm not coming.
Oh, no, we already know that. And I'm going to. Tammy was a tremendous guest.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her energy.
She had a great laugh.
Did. Yeah. I loved her laughter. It was real.
Yes.
Like Mary said, it was really real.
Yes.
Mary, if you're listening, give us a call and say hi. Help us pass the time away here, right? But I also, one of the things that there's some news coming that it's going to be confusing for you, if I may. Because, we realize that, one TV host, so we expect we're going to be confused,
Right.
But there's something in the end will work out in a way that you're going to be very happy with. But in the first beginning of it, you're not going to understand it, so don't push it away, okay?
I let spirit
When you see your mom, tell her I send my blessings and love. How is she feeling?
She's actually feeling better. They ended up having to put a lot of metal in my stepfather's wrist. It was that badly shattered.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's doing pretty good, considering his age and
They should come up and have Christmas with you.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's too hard for them, especially with him having a broken wrist.
Yeah.
Do we have a call or not a call?
Incoming call.
Yeah, but it doesn't say it on this phone. Yeah, see, nothing there now. We'll see what he says.
No, we'll see what happens.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're doing okay, but it's tough.
I want her to come back up me on our show one more time. I think she was a sweetheart. I really do. And, probably like you just said, it was hard for them to travel.
Oh, it's very hard for them. A trip that'll take Bruce and I, 8 to 10 hours takes them 3 days.
Yeah.
It's very hard for them to travel anymore.
Yeah.
And they're older, so Bill doesn't drive as fast as the other cars on the highway. And
my mother had to be one of the slowest drivers I ever rode with. And we got on the wrong this is when the I-93 was first being built, and we got on the wrong lane, going the wrong way. Instead of going this way, we were on the lane going this way. And she said, "What is going on?" I said, "Mom, you're in the wrong lane, No, I'm not. I go, "Yeah, Mom. Don't tell me." I said, "Mom, pull over." Luckily, a policeman was there. Back then, the policeman helped you. They really did. They showed us how to get off it and to go the right way. So, and of course, bless my heart, mother, she jogged at me all the way home. But she was like in her late 80s when she was still driving, And then again, age is only a number.
Right.
And if I could be as healthy as she was and be up till like 95, man, I'm going to be the happiest guy going. And I'm going to be. I know I am. You know, you gotta put that in your mind. You gotta believe.
Yep.
If you want to sit on the sidelines and say, "Oh, I'm too old to do this," or "I'm too old to do that,"
no, you're never ever too old.
Scott walks, I don't know how many miles a day.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, you look at my parents. I mean, they don't do what they used to do, but they still do a lot of stuff, and they're pretty old.
I can't believe how I got to get back into shape. I walked up to Blake's from where I live. And this year, I know I'm puffing, I go, what the hell, you know?
Yeah, it's not very far.
No, it's not. So, and then, but yet I can walk down the hands across, thank you. I can walk hands across the mirror, man, and you think nothing of it. So I got to get back into shape. You know. Well, Lori, we had a great show.
Yes,
and I'm definitely going to invite her back on again.
Yes,
she was great. We won't tell her what a monster she was, you know. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for listening. I wish we could get more phone calls, and if you ever have time to give us a call or got something to say, man, go to a different, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, feel free to give us a call at any time. And remember, every day, folks, each day, you are the winner.